everybody. I have been inspired to look at my rock collection again. This is some of them. Um, yeah, I've been collecting rocks all my life. Matter of fact, when I was a little girl, I used to show up at school all the time with just pockets full of rocks, and my teacher would have to get me to dump them out before I came into the classroom every morning. And by the summer, she came to my mom and asked if she could, with her son, take me to Disneyland because there was some island out there called Rock Island. And I did not go, but it always reminds me. I always remember that and remember that these have fascinated me so much. Um, so I'm watching Flat Earth Nation Golden Age Past, and he did the video on the rocks crying out to the glory of God. And he's done many, many videos proving and doing scientific tests and everything that these are body parts that we're looking at. And although I collect them for many reasons, because they're beautiful and I polish them, and I also use them in orgonite. They're great to be able to do this. I tumble them and do different projects with them, and I always have. Really enjoy rocks. I mean, until I started watching Mud Fossil University, and then I started saying to myself, it's exactly what I thought they were. They're body parts. So now I look at rocks as not pretty things, but fascinating and scary and gross in some ways. But I wanted to show you some of my ones here. So I'll move this stuff around so you get to see. Like this. This is a really kind of a common rock that it reminded me of this candy that we used to have. Actually, it's like a black licorice. Do you remember seeing something like that? That's why I picked that one up. But, you know, as you do when you're a mom and you're cutting up steak and, you know, making stewing meat. Of course, it's not this color, but you do get pieces of meat that look like that, right? Like it's sinuate that gets in between the meat. And the dark color, I imagine it's the blood pooled in that area. I mean, it's just a thought. And I do have some here that I really don't know what they are, but I know that they are something. Like the way that this is all pebbled. That is an indication that it is skin. And so my red slippers, guys, it's chilly in here. So if you can see all the pits and that are on there, and then, I mean, these ones need to be cleaned. So you can't really tell, but I would say there's something here. This is probably something that fell off like a finger, something like that. And then there's this. I don't know if you can really see. You know, you might pick this up and say, oh, okay, that's a piece of wood, petrified wood. But is it? Is that petrified wood or is that a piece of bone? It could be either or. I would say it's more bone because of the way that it's shaped, but it could be either or. But see how it's got that in there? But I do have other ones that are bone, like this one. Okay, look at this. It's so obvious this is a bone. See how it... You see rocks like this, you know. And this is another one as well. You can see the outside. My puppy walking around. See how you can see how the bone goes around here where it hasn't been broken off, and then it's broken off from the inside. Now this one is so fun. I have looked at this one for hours. I am assuming this is a big toe or a thumb. Because you see, this would be where the veins would be. When something has blood in it, from what I've been told from all of you guys, that the veins will explode, and you'll get that. So you get the bringing it, and then you'll have this. They'll pop out on this side too. They'll explode, or I don't know what the proper wording is for that. But can you see the holes for it as well? See? So there you go. There's the 2 holes from where one, when it went down the finger and where it blew out. So finger, toe, something along that lines. Very interesting anyways. Okay, let's make sure we don't get these confused. Here's another bone. If you can see that, is that focusing? This is like a spine. This is what you would look like after you've cooked your turkey. And you would have this from the back of a turkey, but I'm assuming this, maybe this way. Something like that. It was part of a spine. And this one, now I could be wrong because there's no testing. I am guessing. You know, have you ever seen when you've taken a chicken apart and you've taken off that soft part that comes in between where the cap would go, and then there's still like a soft pad that goes? Well, when you take it off and it's just the bone, that's what it looks like. So that's what I'm assuming we are looking at here. I hope that turns out well. So it's like the end of a knee or a joint. And this again, this reminds me of a cutting up meat. You know, it's just more of a fatty piece when you're making a stew. And I've got a number of pieces that are like that too. They would be just the fatty part that you would just, you know, get rid of. Look at this one. Look at it. I mean, honestly, that would be just a cut that you would take off. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, this is flesh, petrified flesh. And again, like this would be one that was, see blood, the black there, that's where the blood is, coagulated. And I would say by the color of it, the blood has really drained out of it, so it makes that nice kind of salmon color. And I don't know what this one is, but it's the same, but it's got a weird shape to it, eh? So it almost reminds me that it might be a valve of some sort. Tommy, what do you think? Tommy from Texas. Or Alan, what do you think of some of these pieces? Again, just a piece of meat with a bit of gristle on it, a bit of fat on it. And this is another one, like, now this one is a lobe of some sort. I don't know, but I would imagine this might be something that's in the body, like, something that's in the body. Something like maybe the tonsils or adenoids, like one of those smaller from the intricate system. I think. And here's one that turned to silver and some gold. I think there's maybe some white gold in there. If you talk to Alan, he would say this person who did some good stuff, so he is made out of gold and silver. He's got more of the precious. Now, I don't know what these are, so if anybody knows what they are, if this is a nut, or if it again is some type of but you can see that it can peel off, right? What this is. It is interesting. I've had that for a number of years, but here's something kind of similar where it's peeling off. So something inside. If I'm going too fast for you guys, I'm sorry. Stop them. Take a look. Maybe I'll take pictures of everything. I'm not sure. But interesting. Whatever it is. I mean, you could guess many, many different things. I'm not a doctor. I don't know. But I can see that a nut, a hazelnut? Or is this a body part? Like a nut, or something like that. Excuse me. I didn't mean to get like that. And look at this one. This is definitely some form of flesh. See how that is? That reminds me again, maybe even part of the knee again, or some type of see, I don't know the names of everything. But when you're peeling back that chicken bone again, you get that look, you know? Get that look. Okay. Whoa, don't want to break my thing. Again, just, I don't know what these are, but those definitely look like flesh. Am I getting enough light? Okay. Now I'm going to show you oh no, I do have one more before I do this. See this one? But look at on the inside. So what do you think that is? Interesting. And this one is extremely interesting because it's multiple things or nothing. So there is protruding holes there. There's a few. I should actually clean this one up. Could be a finger, like a forefinger, like that, kind of. Looks like that, probably. I'm thinking that's what it might be. Don't put down your guesses. So anyways, I thought I would show you. Oh yeah, I got this one last one. Yeah, let's not go there. Have no clue, but I'm thinking, and I wish I would have looked it up. Kidney? Maybe? Does anybody have? But you can see, when they have the holes like that, there's a reason. That was like a vein. That was, and then here you go again. These are places where they connected. So you see that? And so I'm just doing that with my simple little camera. I hope you enjoyed this, but that's part of my collection. I do have outside, and I shouldn't have had my red slippers on. I do have outside, and I will do another video because I have got some pretty crazy, I'm pretty sure are hearts. I've got a heart, and I think I've got a set of lungs. I'm pretty sure I got a set of lungs, and just some other things, some really strange, but they're sitting under snow and in my chicken coop right now. I didn't know what to do with them, so that's where they are, but they're fascinating. And thumbs up to you guys. have a thumbs up to me. Give me a thumbs up, a like if you're interested in this kind of stuff. But you know what? The rocks are crying out. These are body parts. They're from the flood. That's what you're looking at. This isn't made over thousands of millions of years of sentiment or anything foolish like that. What we are looking at is flesh. The Bible tells us that all the rocks will cry out. It talks about it all the time, talks about the rocks and how he can make servants out of the rocks. These are the rocks. These are from the past flood, past destruction. The people were made into rocks. Love y'all. Live in love and light. And give me a thumbs up.